This is my Losi Micro crawler. Obviously, it's been modified. I'm going to go through the mods that I've done up to this point. Latest mod is I added this box into the back that covers the area where I had to cut out some of the bed to clear the shocks. And then I also added the front bumper from one of the Toy Zone Jeeps. Painted it metallic red, matches the box in the back. Yeah, I've got the battery up front. Go ahead and disconnect that here so we can see everything. On the front, I've made a cross beam here, and that's actually what the shocks are mounted to. The nice thing about that is it now clears the servo wire, which runs up here and then back up into the frame, and there's no issues whatsoever with it coming in contact with the spring, or the shock I should say. It is fully drooped. There are no springs on the shocks whatsoever. I was running the I have a beam that goes across back here too. I kept knocking the wire off the motor there and kept having to resolder it, so I just took it off and went back to this setup. Other than moving the switch, that's essentially all of that I've done to or as far as the shocks, is rearranging them. I did weight the tires. The backs still have the foam in them. They are star cut, and I didn't unglue the backside. They're still glued, but the front side's not. And you can see the BBs in there with the foam that's star cut. The backside's still glued, so the tire doesn't spin. On the front side, I do have the foam removed, and I'm running 70 BBs in each front tire and 25 with the foam star cut in the back still. And the last thing I have on here, I mean, you can see that even when I pick it up, it still fully extends. I've got actually elastic cord. I don't know if you can see that here. It's 1mm cord on the front and the back. The back's a little bit more noticeable here. And when I still pick it up, the weight of the rear axle and the front axle causes them to still fully extend. But if you raise it up like this, it comes back. I really like it. I'm getting good articulation out of it. I can take the wheels like this and it'll usually stay if I get it over far enough. A lot of times, even like this, I can still get it to stay. It's definitely way more capable than what it was in the beginning. And then obviously put the Dodge Ram body on it. It just sits over like that. And you can see here where I had to cut the bottom out for that. Just drilled holes in the bottom, measured them, drilled them. Little foam inserts so it doesn't rip out because I drilled them so low there. And I had to cut a lot away from the body. So you can see here. Next thing I'm going to do is add a winch to the front of it, which isn't a big deal. It'll sit here in the bumper. As you can see, the bumper is just through the body, and I can adjust that out as I need. But that's really it for now. I might put a bar on the back, but other than that, there's not really a whole lot I can do to it. I do have actually foam cutouts that if I take all the bolts out or the hex screws to the bead locks, I can screw a piece of foam in with a piece of Velcro over, and with the BBs and a wash of Velcro to that foam, I'm able, with this setup, to crawl 59.5 degree angle, and I haven't seen anybody else on YouTube crawling anything but about 55, nothing over that. Well, hope you enjoyed it, and that's my Losi Micro crawler.